Cal, where did Ryan's sudden ability to rebound the ball come from? Is that something he's doing?
I don't know, but the last 2 games, it's been really nice that when your point guard, he had 5 at halftime. He ends up with 7 rebounds. That's 7 and 8, 15 rebounds in 2 games. And it helps your break. It relieves pressure from our 4s and 5s. You know, he and Julius had been rebounding. He had 3. Between them, they had 10. And between them, the last 2 games, I think they had 25 rebounds between them the last 2 games. That's big.
Cal, you said yesterday it was a matter of whether you were going to continue to try to establish how you're going to play or whether you were going to slide back. How did you think tonight? What kind of step did you think it was?
We went forward. I mean, again, you have 5 guys in double figures. The 6th, Jared Polson, has 9 points. We shoot a high percentage. We hold them to a low percentage. There were times in the games where I wanted more energy, but it's a 30-point game and it's hard. I thought Alex started the game really well. In the second half, didn't play as well, but he played well enough in the first half to give us a stretch. And then I thought Willie Cauley did some great things, blocking shots and doing the things he's doing. You know, we're not the shot blocking team we were, but we had 5 again today. We had 7 or 8 the last game. I mean, so we're something that playing closer to the basket seems to have helped us on a lot of fronts.
John, how has your team changed offensively since the loss of Nerlens?
Well, we're opening up the court more, trying to play with a space court because we do shoot the 3 well, and it gives us lanes to the rim for layups. We're not physical enough to play in a tight court and get to the basket, but, you know, that's one. And, you know, defensively, like I said, instead of funneling everything to Nerlens or Anthony Davis, which is how we played, now we're playing more conventional defense on the ball and trying to take more charges and play that way.
John, when Ryan is playing well, how much does that help maybe get things into a pretty good rhythm?
Well, the biggest thing it does, it's like what Willie said. I'm going to do my job. You all got to do your job. So now Ryan's doing his job. It makes it easier on everybody on the team. Julius is doing his job, leading and doing the things that he's doing. You know, Alex is playing better. Well, it makes everything a lot easier for everybody. But I think Willie's comment is the mantra we're rolling with right now. I'm going to do my job. You do your job. Do what you're supposed to do. And, you know, they're holding each other accountable more. It's less about me holding them accountable than them holding each other accountable.
Cal, Wayne Turner in the back. Wayne Turner thanked you and Robick for pushing him to get his degree and how much you helped him grow up and stuff like that. Just talk about some of the guys you now know from '96 and that kind of thing.
Well, I know him pretty well. We had 2 scouting reports on him. And let me just tell you that the best thing, they were terrific players. They sacrificed more than any team I'd ever seen. When you talk about guys getting 20 minutes who deserved 40 minutes and accepting it, it was incredible. The other side of it is you're talking about a very intelligent group of young people. And now you're seeing that as they grow and they're now men, you're looking at them and what they're able to do. You're talking about a group that was really intelligent, that sacrificed for each other, that never changed who they are. Anytime I see them, they're always kind to us in this program. And I'm just happy that the university stepped up and did what they did. I just think it shows a lot that, you know, we do reach back. And if there's anything that we can make right, we do.
Cal, Alex comes out of the gate. I think he scored 7 points in the first 7 minutes, took a charge, which you've been talking so much about. Another, maybe not sustained today, but another strong effort from him.
But he's got to, it can't be, it's got to be him doing it because it's who he is, not because the opponent or the coach or the punishment. So he has made unbelievable strides. But you're noticing that, like today, that's a 25 and 12 day if you just go and just force your will on people versus we're up 30, so I'm not going to go out. It's okay. I'll kind of – and that's where he still is right now. But he is way beyond where he's been with his effort, with his ability, with his toughness, taking charges, talking, his body language. All that stuff has improved immensely. You know, so it's good to see.
How would you describe the trust on this team now? Oh, back here. Yeah.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
But we still don't talk enough. When someone does talk at times to switch or do something, they're not sure I should do it, because I'm having to leave my man. Is somebody really going to have my back? So we're not quite all the way there, but we're making strides. Look, this team, what we've been through in the last 10 days, you think about it. What this team has been through, what we've had to do to adjust to all the things happening around us. We had dirt thrown on us 10 days ago. The coffin was nailed shut and the dirt was thrown on us. Now all of a sudden we're like, wait a minute, what's just happened in 10 days? And they're feeling good about themselves, and they should. I'm proud of them.
Cal, while everybody else seems like they're finding their rhythm on offense, Wiltshire's kind of taken a step back the last 3 games. Have you noticed anything different with him?
Like I said, Darius went through this a year ago, and I told our team, you guys got to come together and get him to do what he's supposed to do. And the thing that we told Darius was, instead of just trying to shoot jumpers, get to the rim, make a tough and one, to get a tough rebound, get a great stop, do something, dive on the floor, and you'll get yourself going. It's the only way you do it. And we need that from him more than we need his offense. Obviously, we're doing fine without his offense. But we need that toughness, rebounding, taking a charge, diving on the floor, so we can leave him in the game.
John, can you update us on Julius?
I think he had 4 stitches.
No lingering problems or
No.
anything?
Coach, what did you think of the 96 rings themselves, and is this a player?
I was mad. I think they were nicer than our rings. We let them design their own rings, is what we did. So what design do you want? And they came up with that design. And when I looked at it, I said, that's nicer than our ring. That makes me mad. But it's nice. Again, I think they're really proud. They all tried to get back. The ones that could not get back were either playing or still coaching tonight and couldn't get away. But it's interesting. These guys have been together. They've stayed together. They've stayed in touch. That's what this is all about. And it's fun when our players that I've coached here are the same way. They stay in touch with each other. They have dinner when they're in town together with each other, when they're playing in the NBA and all that other stuff. And, it's good. Was it, I wanted to stay out. Was it really nice? That's what everybody said. It was really nice.
Players only or coaches too get these?
What was that?
Players only or 96 coaches get these too?
I don't know what they did with that, but I do know Scott Padgett, who takes every free lunch he can get, called and said, am I getting a ring? And they said, you were ineligible. You were yeah, but I was still on the team. I want that ring. No, you don't get the ring. So I know Scott didn't get one, so you'd have to ask. I don't know if they made them for the coaches or not. They may have. Well, let me just tell you, just so you understand, 5 days ago, now 6 days ago, they played Alabama at Alabama. With 5 minutes to go, it was a 4-point game. They had a chance to beat Alabama at Alabama. And they played hard and made shots and played smart and did good stuff and rebounded. But what happens is they're shorthanded, so there are games that this is going to happen. They're not going to make shots, and they don't have enough guys to keep running people in. What I said before the game is, look, Tom Crean went through this at Indiana. Had to cut guys loose, had to do this, he went through it. And he came out all right. And I told Rick that. I said, you know what? Now I said, I feel for you, and I'm too old to go through that. I couldn't go through it. But I said, you're young enough. He went through it, and look what he's done, and they're #1 in the country, and go for it.
John, there was a play in the second half where Kyle missed a 3, and you guys are up 30, and Jared hustled to the baseline, got the rebound, fed Kyle layup.
Yeah.
What does that say to you, the 30-point lead and that kind of hustle?
From Jared, and again, when you look at Jared's number, 4 for 5, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 20 minutes. It's big. I mean, the kid relishes every minute he's on the court. I think it was last week, Julius Mays said, every time I put that uniform on, I know how privileged I am to have it on. And I'm going to enjoy every minute of having that uniform on, and that's why I'm playing the way I am. You would say Jared's the same way. Jared sticks on that uniform, and he takes great pride in his chance to be in that uniform and doesn't take it for granted. And so I'm proud of him and really all these guys. I mean, we've been through, I told him after the game, what we've been through in the last 10, 12 days. Talk to me. Who's been through it? Who had to change what they're doing? Who had the injury, the grieving for your best player, and all of a sudden you're still alive, and now, you know, you're looking at everything in the eyeballs now, and you're saying, we're good. We're in good shape. Let's just keep taking care of business. Thanks.